Hi Pisces, Happy New Year. We're going to get your January 2025 reading today. I'm going to start off with 3 oracle cards to set the tone of the reading. Oh, set the theme of the reading, and then we're going to go from there. So, you are getting self-expression, key, and romance. So, obviously, with the key, you're getting some insight, some knowledge that's been locked away from you or that you've been holding yourself back from. And your self expression, your understanding of yourself and your needs is going to be key to this. We can see it's falling under the realm of interpersonal connections and relationships. So, in a nutshell, you're going to learn something about yourself and be able to communicate that to others to increase your intimacy. Let's get some more information about what that actually means in specifics to how that manifests in your life. The books. The fact that there's 4 books, it makes me think of like 4 years of school. If you're going into a bachelor's degree program or another program that takes 4 years, this is like a little confirmation for you that this is absolutely the right decision on your life path. Not a waste of time is what's coming through. People might be telling you that this is a waste of time or that you should be doing something else with your time, but in your heart you know that there's something you need to do on this learning path. And you're right, you're going to obtain that key to knowledge over something you've been unclear about by the end, and it's going to kind of change the way you move through the world. Like this peacock here, you're going to navigate the world in a lot of reverence and admiration for the world around. You're going to see it in a new way, and others are going to see you for your true colors and you in a new way as well. The little blue flower here is standing out, so I want to say look out for like a bush of little blue flowers. That's going to be a sign. That was automatic speaking. Key. I was going to say sign, but that is going to be a big part of helping you unlock this knowledge. Looking out for those little blue flowers, specifically like a bush full of these little blue flowers. I have no idea what these flowers are. If you know, you can leave a comment and help us understand, but I'm just seeing a bush, kind of darkish leaves. Yeah, and then maybe a shaded area that you'll come across this. Okay, so let's get some tarot cards to see more specifically what's your message for January 2025. Already under this theme of unlocking information about yourself specifically to help you connect with others and to help you connect with yourself, love and appreciate yourself, and that will help you love and appreciate the world around you too, in a beautiful way. Okay, so I'm gonna cut here. So you are getting the King of Sticks, the Queen of Sticks, amazing. So these are both the King and Queen of Wands. The Queen of Blades in reverse. Wow, all court cards so far. And the Four of Sticks in reverse. So there's something with partnerships here. With the King and Queen, it's not so necessary to think in terms of their genders, identities, but more of them as a partnership, as a pairing, as something like a power couple. So there's something to do with power and partnership relationships here, setting the theme from the beginning with romance. Something I'm drawn to in the King of Sticks is the snake in the water here. And the crocodile actually as well. And it's like the king is kind of maneuvering these, what we think of as hazards, very patiently, calmly, expertly. So there's something that, the message here is that you think there's something external that is a threat to you or to your relationship, and it's actually not as big of a, it's not a real threat compared to you. If you've ever heard that saying, like, snakes are more afraid of you than you should be of them, that's kind of the message coming through here, is that if you just stomp your ground, they'll run away. You don't have to be the one kind of like limiting your life by avoiding these snakes, metaphorically speaking. So these would be like people or places, energies, in, like, say, certain parts of your life. It's like you can claim your ground, really, is what's coming through here. And your partner has got your back on this as well. Very strong partnership. It's like you're building, you're forging way and building your own life together. It's like you came together because you wanted to do this. You wanted to forge your own kind of life. I was just watching like van life videos before recording this with my partner, and it's making me think of that, about like seeing a new way to live in the world that gives you freedom and joy, and going for your vision, going for your vision because you see clearly how this can work for you, and not letting other people's fears limit your vision. This is really the month and the year that you can go for this. I feel like a restlessness stirring. And this is funny that you're getting so much fire. You're getting a lot of fire in your reading. So you might look to the fire seasons, which are, the first one coming up in the year would be Aries. The next would be Leo, and the last would be Sagittarius. Those will be very PowerPoint kind of months for you to move this vision forward in a big way, to really embrace that energy. And say if you wanted to do van life, you have your eye on a van in Pisces season. By Aries season, it's like you initiate that transaction, you get you finalize the purchase, you get the loan, you start working on it. It's kind of like that energy. So if you're thinking and dreaming a lot in your natural water sign, by the time you get to the fire signs is when you can take advantage of the energy to get things happening. With the Queen of Blades here, especially landing with the self-expression card, I'm feeling the message that you are lying to yourself, and also lying to others about who you are in that way. I think it's unintentional, but this is something that you can work on to free yourself to like live your best life and to connect with others in the best way that you've been hoping for. It all kind of lies within you, unlocking this information internal to you about yourself, which helps you kind of better embrace who you are. So an example of this is, say that your whole life you were feeling self-conscious because you're not good at math and your whole family's good at math, and it's like a reality that you couldn't accept as who you are. So you told yourself, oh, I'm actually great at math. But to the detriment of your natural talents, which were in, like, say, English, literature, and creative writing, something like that. So you always told yourself, I must be good at math because my whole family's good at math. And so you just kept pursuing math. Meanwhile, like, you didn't notice how well you were doing in literature, and how that energy could have been invested very fruitfully in that direction. And it's kind of like your whole world view was limiting you from pursuing your natural talents. And so this information that gets unlocked to you, so say for example you decide to change your major and you, instead of math, you finally major in literature, this is so supported. This is going to unlock something within you that changes the way you, like I said, move through the world, live life and connect to others. It's going to free you in some way. And once you free yourself to be yourself and express yourself, it gives other people, invites them to be able to connect to you on that plane in a very different way, which I think you haven't been given too many opportunities to connect to people on that plane, because you've been hiding that plane from yourself. So it's going to be such a cool experience when you do unlock that, because it's kind of been waiting there dormant all along, and you finally get to experience the freedom and the joy of expressing yourself and having yourself seen and understood and by others on your own terms, and them kind of being able to show themselves back to you because of that. With the Four of Sticks in reverse, I feel like I need a little bit of clarity on this. So Four of Sticks is like a celebration or a commitment, some kind of rite of passage that's happening. So it could be in the area of this information and self-understanding. So I'm gonna pull one more tarot card to clarify that. Knight of Blades. I kind of see in this deck, I see this as the truth bomb. Yeah, so this is very positive actually. The truth bomb that finally hits you and that you throw into your life as well is going to get you to this Four of Sticks position in your life, setting a foundation for your home, for your commitments, for your community, for how you want to settle into the world and grow roots. It hasn't been able to stick so far in your life because of this missing key piece of the puzzle, this key information. Once the truth bomb hits, then it's like you clear the ground to be able to grow these roots that you've always hoped for. So it's a very positive thing. I think it might feel a little bit uncomfortable, but I don't see any like major arcana here, like the Tower, for example, to make it seem very uncomfortable. This truth bomb, I think it'll be more of like a moment of realization. You'll be processing it, and once you've kind of processed and accepted that new information, very easily you transition into setting the ground for this foundations of your life going forward. I kept getting drawn, as I was saying the message from the beginning, to this orchard here. So if you're thinking of like growing your own food, or starting that as your business, I heard the word homesteading. So if you're thinking of homesteading instead of van life, for example, that alternative way of living, that's coming through too as a positive confirmation. I'm gonna get now a card for your career. See what's coming through for that. You're getting steady ambiance. Interesting. This keeps coming up. So I'm taking this to mean that if you need to move to pursue your studies, or to gain experience, or to just like follow your curiosity, this is being supported, and you will have the opportunity opening up. You'll have some kind of insight to that in January. So if you're debating whether to move places, this card does suggest a change of scene is necessary. I want to get a card for your interpersonal relationships, although most of your reading has already been about that. Tranquility, number 39. Calling stillness lives in the world, spellbound to the silence. So, as I was saying with the Four of Sticks, and even with these two cards, the Queen of Sticks, King of Sticks, something about homemaking is going to be very important in January. So you might be like, literally, this was key, right? You might be getting keys to your new home. This is such a special time for you to be transitioning into that new home. And part of the intention here is to build tranquility into your life through the root of having that home, having that sense of stability, that commitment. If you were worried about like signing off on like a mortgage or a loan, with the Four of Sticks energy here in reverse, the bigger picture here is that this is a key time for you to be building your home. This is absolutely the right moment to be building that sense of security and that foundation for your home space. There's something very magical and important about building your home right now. It keeps coming through. So if you have any insights, I would love to hear how this is landing into your own life. Because I'm very curious. We're gonna get one more piece of advice onto interpersonal relationships and healing. The first step is taken. You have already asked for help and you have number one. So if you have like started asking for expert advice, this is going to lead you down the right direction. So for example, if you're a first time home buyer and you have asked to consult with someone, get the best advice about how to do that, they're going to lead you in the right direction. You just need to follow through with the way they're guiding you. And last, I want to get a message on your mental, emotional, spiritual, physical health, however that comes through in the card. Composting. This is also number one. Decomposing energetic cords. So you're really starting new. Composting, that's coming through again with like the homesteading and growing your own food, if that's a confirmation for you. There's something spiritually, mentally, and emotionally beneficial and interconnected with the physical act of composting, becoming more in tune with the cycles of the earth in a physical way, growing your own food. It's going to help heal you on multiple planes and become connected to the land. That is kind of coming through, that there's something specific. If you're not doing the van life and traveling, I mean, you could be connected to the land in a very significant way by being out and traveling. But if you're not doing that and you're doing like the homesteading or buying a home, there's something very important about connecting your energy to the land where you're growing those foundations that's taking place right now. So if it seems like, oh, I'm just doing this home and it's stressful and all these things are on my list, just remember the bigger picture is that your energy is becoming part of that land. The land is becoming part of your energy. That's the bigger picture of what's going on here and about who you are in the world. So that's very significant, and I'm wishing you the best January with that.